Dialogue A. Discussion. Number 1. Describe the speaker's relationship. What forms of address do they use? The relationship between Gretchen and Dr. Hampton is between a student and a lecturer. Number 2. Where does the conversation take place? What is the topic of conversation? Conversation takes place in front of Dr. Hampton's house, and the topic of the conversation is Gretchen inviting Dr. Hampton and his wife to her dinner party for celebrating her finished dissertation. Number 3. How does Gretchen introduce the invitation? Why is she being so flexible about the time in her invitation? Gretchen introduced the invitation by using the line, "It's just that Alan and I wanted to have a few people over for a dinner party to celebrate finishing my dissertation, and we would like to invite you especially, since you are chairman. Would you be able to come the weekend after next on Saturday?" She is being flexible about the time since Dr. Hampton is the chairman and also her lecturer. Number 4. What kind of gathering is it going to be? Is anyone besides Dr. and Mrs. Hampton going to be invited? I think it's a formal dinner party, and Gretchen would also invite her friends. Number 5. What is the function of lines 24 to 26? Dr. Hampton wants to be less formal since Gretchen already finished her dissertation. Number 6. What do you think the guests will be wearing to the dinner party? I think they will wear formal clothes, something like that. Number 7. How formal is this dialogue? It is more formal than the usual conversation between friends, because Gretchen used the formal address system, and since Gretchen is only the student and Dr. Hampton is the lecturer. Dialogue B. Discussion. Question number 1. Who calls whom on the telephone and why? Don called Tom on the telephone because he and Jerry wanted to go bowling, but they don't have a car. Since Tom have one, they want to invite Tom and they will pay for the tab for the bowling. Number 2. What kind of invitation is there? It's a spoken invitation, and it's a casual invitation between Tom and Don. Number 3. How does Tom react to the invitation, and what is his reply? Tom rejects the invitation because he got a lot of homework to do at the moment, so he cannot come. Number 4. How does Don feel at the end of the conversation? Don is okay with Tom's rejection and said that maybe next time. Number 5. What is the level of formality in this conversation? It's a less formal conversation since it's between two friends that already knew each other. Dialogue C. Discussion 1. Why does Kathy call David? Kathy called David because she wants to invite David and Shirley for dinner. Number 2. What form of address do the participants use? They use less formal or casual address system since they are friends. Number 3. Notice that Kathy does not identify herself. What could explain this? Kathy doesn't introduce herself to David because they already knew each other. Number 4. What can you say about David's attitude toward Kathy in lines 6 to 8? How eager is he to accept an invitation from Kathy? David's attitude in lines 6 to 8 is he is curious about why she called him, and he is really eager to accept the invitation because he is willing to call and ask Shirley about the invitation. Number 5. What is the result of the invitation? Kathy will be waiting for David's call until David's talked to Shirley about the invitation.